Hello everybody, and welcome to your Venus and Scorpio retrograde tarot reading. So I have to give a brief intro about this video and how it works, so please just bear with me. I know nobody likes intros, but this is actually about the reading. So any question you have will be addressed here and you won't have to ask it later. This reading is for your Venus sign. It's not your sun, not your moon, not your rising. This reading is intended for your Venus sign since Venus is actually going retrograde. Now, if you don't know what your Venus sign is, I've left a link for a free natal chart in the description box below this video, and you'll be able to see, which house and sign your Venus occupies. Now, if you do not have your actual birth time, that's okay. You'll still see which sign Venus rules is being ruled under in your natal chart. You just won't have an accurate view of which house Venus falls into, all right? You need your birth time for your houses to be precise, but you will definitely see which sign Venus sits in your natal chart. So with that said, Venus will go retrograde on October 5th. She's going to retrograde all the way back through Scorpio, which is the 8th house, and she will return to the 7th house of Libra on October 31st, where she will continue her retrograde all the way back through Libra until November 16th. Venus returns direct on the 16th of November, and she will begin her forward movement through Libra once again. She will re-enter Scorpio on December 2nd, and then finally in January of 2019, she will move into Sagittarius, which will complete a very long transit between the 7th and 8th house energies. Because Venus is currently in Scorpio. She was in Libra, and so she's almost out of Scorpio, but here she's going to backtrack all the way back through Libra. Now, astrologically wise, the 7th house is about relationships and partnerships and balance, and then the 8th house is, intensity, transformation, endings, beginnings, shared resources, just a lot of deep, intense energy. So this retrograde is truly about a powerful release and big time change in that 7th, 8th house energy, as well as wherever Venus sits in your natal chart and which houses in your natal chart are ruled by Libra and Scorpio, okay? So you will notice this energy playing out in your relationships, in like resources, shared resources where you need change and transformation in your life, okay? But in your personal natal chart, where Libra and Scorpio are and where Venus is also going to be a lot of powerful energy for you. So I highly recommend you check out your natal chart with that link if you don't know it very well. And again, unfortunately, if you do not have your birth time, you will not be able to see that the houses precisely, okay? You'll be able to see where which sign Venus sits in, but the house will not be accurate unless you have your birth time, okay? So with that said, I will get started with your readings. Hello and welcome. This is the Venus retrograde tarot reading for those of you who have your Venus in Leo. And as I just did that, I split the deck and look, we got love there, because I was going to say Venus in Leo is like the best of all worlds. You guys are very special little gems. Don't let anybody ever tell you differently, all right? You have charm and charisma and energy like no other. So those of you with Venus in Leo, let's see how this retrograde is going to affect you. All right, so as Venus begins to retrograde through Scorpio, you are going to start assessing and reviewing the legacy of you, okay? The choices we make in this life create the legacy we leave behind. what mark will you make? And this is so appropriate for a Venus and Leo, okay? You guys are going to go into a review, I would say a lot of first house energy I see with this. I'm doing this reading coming from a place of 7th, 8th house energy, you know, relationships, transformation, things like that, just because that's where Venus is retrograding in our sky. However, based on your personal natal chart and where Libra and Scorpio are, which houses they occupy, also which house your Venus occupies, really is going to feel the impact of this energy as well. So apply this to relationship, but also apply this reading to that place in your natal chart where Venus sits, as well as Libra and Scorpio, okay? Because there's some element here where you are getting very focused on yourself, self-improvement, your happiness, you know, what's going to satisfy you, what's going to bring you joy, what's going to make you feel alive. That's where you're at, okay? Not just in relationships, but in everything else, you know? As far as relationships go, you're really considering the partner that you are more than you're thinking about what's being given to you. If you're thinking about what's being given to you, it's more of a measurement in comparison to who and what you are and what you're giving, offering, and being, because there's just this focus being brought to self, and you want some liberation, you want some happiness. And if you feel that you are in a relationship or a situation where it just drains you and sucks you dry and you don't find much joy and happiness, it's like you're going to come to the conclusion through this retrograde cycle, maybe I need to get out of this, or maybe I need to make a big time change and shift in myself, self-improvement, you know, working on your confidence, your self-esteem, whatever it is you need to do to improve you. It's like you go there because you really have this desire to change a certain relationship, maybe multiple relationships, you know, friends, family, in the workplace, romantic. It's different for everybody, but there's this deep desire for a big time shift and transformation in that area of your life. But for whatever reason, this Venus retrograde is leading you back to yourself, where you realize making the change and shift inside of you is going to impact everything else. So as we move into Libra, Venus retrograding through Libra, we have the warrior, okay? Have the strength to fight the good fight. Stand your ground and believe in the power of the truth. The warrior is strong within you. Yeah. See, Leo, you are realizing who and what you are and what you bring to the table. And in that place, it's like you're becoming very empowered. I don't know. This Venus retrograde makes you want to be a better person, even if you're like, you know, doing good things in the world and you consider yourself a decent human being. There's just this deeper desire of, I want to do more, I want to be more, I want to give more, I want to be a better friend, I want to be a better parent, I want to be a better partner, I want to be a better employee, I want to be a better boss, you know, I want to be a better friend. It's just different for all of you, but you have this just desire that you want better for you, like you want to be better, and therefore you want better than what you have right now because you're shifting and transforming. So it's like you look at something, okay, so let's just say you're a female and you see this adorable dress and it's like size 6, but you are a size 10, okay? You would look at that dress and be like, okay, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get into that dress. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do what I got to do here. And boom, you make it happen, okay? And once you are in that cute little dress, all of a sudden, you know, everybody around you is noticing how cute that damn dress is on you. So that's like kind of what I'm trying to say here is, for whatever reason, you want to focus on the betterment of yourself. And in that process, you really do transform, and it shifts the energy where you're even more alluring, attractive, charming than you were before, because hello, Venus and Leo, my goodness gracious. I don't think anybody could be more charming than you, okay? I don't care what your sun sign is. Okay, so let's add more to this reading. Okay, so over here, wow, we have mountain peaks, climb, summit view. And what's interesting is here this person is standing on top of a mountain, and then here we have mountain peak. Yes, those of you with Venus and Leo, you are really pushing yourself. There's this motivation that comes over you, and whatever improvement or change you have been thinking about, you want or you need to happen, it's like boom, you have the motivation, the energy, the desire, the drive to do it, to push yourself up over that mountain, to transform, to change, even if it's like really scary stuff. Like, you guys are so empowered, my God. And oh my goodness, like this gets even more synchronistic. Knowledge of self, treasure, realization, true life. So this card here is that coming into yourself, that big change, that focus on who you are in your core, what you want to stand for. Like, boom, there it is over there. So big time change and transformation, those of you with Venus and Leo. But it's all about like yourself, and through that self change, transformation, and empowerment, it's like everything around you changes in every other house of your zodiac wheel, for real. My God, like, you guys could just go to sleep as, you know, Leo 5.0, okay? And through all of this retrograde, you turn into like Leo 11.0, okay? Not 1.0 or 5.0, like you making this huge leap. This could be spiritual, all about expansion of consciousness. This could be self-improvement. This could just be, if you haven't been really engaged in your, you know, close relationships, that becomes your priority, okay? Like friends, family, romance, you want to change. Like, this isn't things have happened and you're sad, so you've got to change. No, this is you truly want to change for the betterment of yourself, for whatever that means for you personally. Okay, so let's pull some tarot and add to this. Yeah, here's that motivation right there, that willpower of, I will get over this mountain, I will make this happen, I will become a better version of myself. Also, this could be very strong. You know, this is Capricorn energy, so this is most likely somebody that you are dealing with, if it's a person. Okay. Next out, look at that. Yeah, we have the Six of Wands. And this is all about victory and success and change and reward, coming out into the spotlight, the limelight, joining the party. Some of you who may have been just like sitting on the sidelines for a while, kind of coping with some sadness or loss, anything like that, all of that is changing. Next, we have the Four of Wands. Because now, look, this is, you know, where we're happy, we're celebrating. On this side, it's like we feel as though there's something missing. And I believe this is coming out because that's what's sparking this desire for change. And look at this, we have fire energy right here. This could represent you, or this could represent somebody else that's involved with you, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right, but here is the Fire King. So, you know, I know the devil is Capricorn, but look at all that fire in that picture. Wands, fire, Fire King. So there's this Venus retrograde, very powerful for you guys. I see the Leo energy all up in it, and it's all about self-improvement. It's all about you. Yeah, and look at this, Three of Pentacles. I don't know, those of you with Venus and Leo, you guys are just turning over a new leaf, and it's just so natural, so organic, and you have the energy for the momentum to carry you all the way through. Some of you, this is getting out of some unhappy situations, okay? You're just ready to do whatever it takes to get yourself up and out of any sort of rut, any sort of challenge, any sort of setback, any sort of routine that's just not fitting on you anymore. Like, you don't care. Whatever it takes, you're going to do it. And it's just so natural inside of you. So this is like, out of all the readings that I've done, I only have 3 more. This is probably the most powerful and transformational of all the energy, but in such a positive sense where it's all self-motivated, all happening, you know, from you. Usually it's life that's pushing us, right? No, you guys are just naturally sparked from the inside out. And, you know, by the time we get to the end of the year and move into 2019, I just think you guys are going to have a very different perspective and handle on yourself and relationships and what you want out of life. Also, there's just this deep, deep need and desire to be your best you, to be the best version of you that you can be for some reason. I don't know, but I definitely see that. So let's see what the outcome is here. And look at that on the bottom. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Maybe there's the answer. Maybe you guys just want to be far more confident in yourself because you do want to come out in the spotlight somehow, some way, professing how you feel to somebody, trying to mend things with somebody. You know, somebody could be coming back to you saying, hey, you really are the best thing that's ever been, and I really screwed up and I'm not happy without you. Like, I'm ready to do what it takes to be with you, to be your friend, to restore our family connection, or it could be, you know, a past relationship. I definitely see some of that energy coming back your way through this retrograde. However, it goes the other way as well, where you are thinking about somebody specific, and perhaps that's what's behind all of this change. Is they were just a really good person, the one that got away, and you're like, you know what, I want to become a better person to align myself back to that person. I don't want to lose them. I want them back in my life, okay? So there is some of that going on. All right, wow, new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Yeah, that's happening inside of you, okay? Lots of change happening inside of you. And, you know, the more you shine from the inside out, the more others are attracted to your energy. And having Venus in Leo, you are just incredibly charming by nature, okay? Take that up like 10 notches and people will just melt in your hands, like anybody and everybody, okay? You guys could just have the world in your hands. I swear it with this reading. It's something to do with self-image, confidence, building yourself up more, reestablishing yourself, expanding your consciousness, you know, whatever it is for you. Just big time transformation and improvement with a new moon eclipse as the outcome, which means, you know, from right now to the end, there is some big time change taking place for you guys. As I'm reading from relationship perspective, it's like knowing your worth and your place, and anybody coming along is also recognizing that, okay? It's harmony. And then for others of you that this is not about romance, this is powerful energy about self-transformation in big, big ways, where you're not going to be the same person by the time you get to the end of December, come into January, okay? So incredibly powerful reading for those of you with Venus and Leo. And, you know, just go with it from beginning to end, and I see huge changes for you guys, okay? So those are your messages for those of you with Venus and Leo. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.